I'm going to take a couple of quick minutes and talk about the habitat work that we do on this farm. I call it the Big Three projects. Every year, we've got these three pillars of habitat production or creation that we have to click off. The first one is TSI, and generally that's February here where I'm at. Really what you're trying to do is take out some of the junk timber and create openings in the canopy that the sunlight can come through. You're not going to get anything growing on the ground if you don't have sunlight getting to the ground. Anything that grows there, in my experience, that's that shade tolerant generally isn't something that the deer or even the turkeys are interested in. So open up the canopy, get sunlight down, taking out the junk timber. That's pillar number one. Pillar number two is fire. So we take that same concept and say, okay, what do we want to grow when the sunlight comes in here? You know, what if there's a whole bunch of invasive species there? Or what if there's, multiflora rose in our case, or gooseberry, or some of the, like I mentioned, some of the invasives. You got to have a way to clean those out so that what does grow in is something that the deer are going to benefit from. It's going to make nice habitat and it's going to turn into food for the deer. So we burn the timber every spring. In fact, this past year we did 95 acres, which was a lot. There's a little bit of risk there because you run some chance that you're going to push the deer out of those areas and they may not come back again, anytime soon. But I always say short-term pain, long-term gain. So pillar number two is fire. Pillar number three is planting habitat. And you could do that in those areas that you did the TSI in and burned out, but generally nature will fill that void. We're talking more about the old pasture or the marginal acres on the property, areas that are open. They're too steep to farm effectively or put food plots into. There's nothing growing there that's of any real value. So we've been going in and repopulating those areas with shrubs and trees that long-term the deer can benefit from. So those are my three biggies. Every year we've got to knock those out. And fortunately, I'm sitting here the 23rd of April. And we've got these three done. It's a lot of weight off my shoulders every year to get these big projects out of the way. We'll move on to food plots now, but from a habitat standpoint, you really knock those out. TSI, burning, and planting.